Hi, in this tutorial let us see how to write a ballerina how to write a multiplayer game using Ballerina as the server and Java and a JavaScript client. For this I have three files here. This first file is a Ballerina file, the server. Here the server has a event record that records the events that gets the incoming events, and then this is the player record that has the location of each of the players, and here we have a timer, and this const map is the map that stores each of the client connections to the server, and here the players map stores the location of each of the players and the color of the ball. First let me demonstrate you how the program works, and then we can proceed with the code, looking at the code. So let me start the Ballerina server, Ballerina run, and then let me go to this folder location and start this file. You can see one ball here, and I can use the keys A, W, S and D to move this ball around. And let me open another file. It will create another ball, so I can move this ball also, and I can move this ball, and if I close one of these tabs, the other ball is lost, and I can create a new player using another tab. So it's a multiplayer game. So I will close this for now, and now I have this event record and the player record and the timer, connections map and the players. So here I am defining a path for the WebSocket server, and it lists on the port 9090, and whenever the connection is made to the server, this open resource will be called. I want to start the timer only on the first connection to the server, so I am tracking the first connection to the server using this boolean variable. On the first connection I am creating a timer that will call this broadcast function every 60 times per second, and it will initiate the call with a delay of 30 seconds. So this broadcast function will simply broadcast the location of all the players, this players map to all as a JSON to all the connections to the server. So it will get the connection from the connections map and push the players location to these connections, all the clients. So that's the task, and the handle error function would simply print the error, log the error if there are any errors during broadcasting. Here I have a log saying the client joined, and it will for the map this resource will be called only once per connection, so it will simply create add a player to the players map using the caller ID, and it will set this initial location to this position, and it will generate a random color to the player that won't change, that will not be changing. And for every time the JavaScript client would send us an event saying whether the key pressed is left, right, up or down. So the nice thing about the WebSocket in Ballerina is that the data binding is supported. So the event which comes as a JSON would automatically be converted to an event record when receiving by the on text resource. So we straight away get the event record that we can easily use in our code. If it is not an event record, it will throw an error, so use with care. So it will take the current player using the caller ID and then update the player based on its key press. If the left key is pressed, it will reduce the x coordinate by 5, up is pressed, y coordinate by reduced by coordinate by 5, right is pressed, increase the x coordinate by 5, and down is pressed, increase the y coordinate by 5. So, and then whenever a close event is triggered, it will remove the caller ID from the connections map and the players map during an error, so that we can see the ball disappearing. So we have seen the Ballerina file, and let us see the client, which is a JavaScript file. Here it also have this event defined as a movement object. So whenever the key down is triggered for these keys, it will set for A, it will set left to true, and if the key up is pressed, it will set it to false. So as long as the key down is pressed, there is an event that also triggers, sends this movement object to the server for 60 times per second. So we have initialized the server here, so it will send to the server every 60 times per second. And here you have whenever the player is the location of the player is broadcasted to the JSON file, it will start drawing the location of the players on the screen, the location of the player using the player.color, and the location that's obtained by the ID. Index.xml file, HTML file simply calls the game.js file and has a canvas. So that's how the game is played. So it's a very simple game that's so easily written using the Ballerina server. Note the data binding of the event here and the easy pushing of text as a JSON content here. Thank you for watching.